Got 4 stitches after a 1 a.m. emergency room visit and some teasing from my followers. Here's what happened on my vacation. This is one of the last videos I'm filming in this studio. How did a car trip end up with 2 stitches? I kind of want to laugh about it because, as you'll see, the story is completely ridiculous. And I also asked you to send me your puns about my stitches. My arm got cut. Did you still have a good vacation though? You'll see at the end and decide if it was a good vacation. At least your vacation had an impact on you. I'll give you a quick summary. I was down south with friends staying in a house and we drove there. That's the point of the story. My friend parked in the house's lot and we didn't notice a light was left on. You know, the light that turns on when you open the door right in the middle, always you open the door, it turns on, you close the door, it turns off. But you can also choose to turn it on manually, and in that case, it doesn't turn off. Well, it's not too bad, it doesn't use up a lot of energy. Except the problem is we realized it 2 days later, 2 days after, at the moment we noticed it. And when we went to the car, well, there's no more battery, really no more battery. You can't even press the key to open it anymore. You know, the click, 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 well, now it just goes... It does nothing, that's it. And the problem is, to open the hood and get to the battery, you actually need to open the door, so we're completely stuck. And yes, just to be clear, because otherwise it would have been too easy. The key we had wasn't a mechanical key that you could use to open the car from the outside lock, obviously, otherwise it would have been too easy. That's when the car owner's parents step in because they have a mechanical key they can send us by mail. I was going to say the post office, but I don't want to anymore since we had serious issues with them. You'll understand as the story continues. Now we're going to show a little schedule so you can get a sense of the timeline. Just like that, here you go. We realized the breakdown happened on Monday. The key was shipped on Tuesday at 10 a.m. from Alsace to the south. Since we didn't have access to the house's mailbox, we said to have it shipped directly to the post office instead. On top of that, I thought if we have it delivered to the post office, there's a chance it might arrive faster. Because there's one less trip from the post office to the mailbox, the keys were sent by priority mail. The mailman said not to worry, it would take 48 hours. But something went wrong, or I wouldn't be telling you this. Nothing happened on Tuesday. We were supposed to get updates with the tracking for the key package. On Wednesday, we got news that the key was sent out Wednesday morning. It was shipped Tuesday morning as a priority, and then it was shipped again Wednesday morning. Actually, when you give the post office a priority package, they think it's not really a priority, we can ship it tomorrow. I don't want to criticize the post office because I use their service to ship all the orders from my Bruno Graffer shop, but this time they were really a pain. However, during Sunday through Wednesday, Bruno had a stomach bug. It's wonderful to be stressed out on vacation, not knowing how you're going to get home, being angry at a postal service that doesn't work, and on top of that, having diarrhea. Because according to that famous schedule, we were supposed to leave on Friday morning. On the tracking, it says the key is supposed to be delivered on Thursday, but on Thursday, we're waiting for the key and nothing. Okay, well, we still have Friday morning to get this key on Friday morning. What happens then? Since we aren't getting updates, we go to the post office to check for our key. Is it there? Of course not. That would be too easy. The post office staff then tells us, for priority deliveries, yes, sometimes there are delays. Is it priority or is it not priority? Honestly, I don't get what the point is of paying because, yeah, we pay more for priority shipping. The post office tells us to check a sorting center 30 minutes away, but remember, we no longer have a car. Luckily, some friends with a car are heading our way and can drop us off. When we reach the sorting center, we have a package with this number. We don't know where it is. Can you tell us where it is? Because, yeah, also, there was no update on the package tracking. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's at a different sorting center about 90 minutes away.
But how did it end up there?
There must have been a mistake reading the postal code, so it ended up going to the wrong place.
To sum up, you send a letter by priority mail, it's shipped a day late, and you should get it in 40 minutes. 48 hours in the end, so it's already 24 hours late. Then they mess up the postal code and send it to the wrong place. Another one, maybe even 2 or 3 days late, because on top of that, there's the weekend, so we're supposed to get it the following Monday. It was crazy. Either we didn't know where to sleep and waited until the next Monday with a broken down car, or we had to get stitches, and that's where we're getting to. Point of view, you injure yourself to extend your vacation. Sewing becomes the new activity, and it's my first time getting stitches. And honestly, I wish it had happened in a different way, not such a stupid way. Do you want me to go back in time a little bit? Is that it? I'm crazy, I'm completely crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy, there's a chance I'm crazy, you're crazy, flashback. Remember, we were at the sorting center. It was Friday around 11 in the morning. Either we had the option to go to the other sorting center, which was lost. The key was somewhere an hour and a half away by car. The Uber cost about 160 euros. It's starting to get expensive just to send a key, right? We'd rather take a Uber to go back home.
Tried to find a solution with this car that we don't have the keys for.
We had bought a booster for the starter emergency pack. That thing that kills mosquitoes. It's a small box, 2 cables, a red clamp, a black clamp. You connect it to your battery, it goes and it starts. After getting home, we had to decide how to open the car, fix the battery, and leave. You get it, right? I tried to break the car window. I managed to do it, but I also managed to cut my arm. Don't try this at home. But if you ever need to break a car window, protect your arm first.
Like a big mess like this with big rocks.
Honestly, filming at my place is just chaos. Quick rundown of the situation. It's extremely hot. Cicadas, palm trees, my arm is bleeding, and there are pieces of glass everywhere, even in the pool. We had to clean the pool, floor, and car, but had nothing to disinfect or bandage the wound. Let me tell you how I treated my arm. With hand sanitizer. I suffered, Grandma. Reusable cotton pads held on with a backpack strap. Real MacGyver stuff. We're missing a window on the car, but at least we'll be able to open the trunk. Start the car with the starter pack by connecting it to both terminals of the battery, and guess what? Nothing happens, nothing shows up on the device, nothing on the battery, it doesn't start, nothing. We call the auto store's customer service about a faulty starter pack. Let me explain. Hello, we bought a starter pack and it doesn't work.
Yes, you tried to plug it in. Yes, you tried pressing it. Yes, yeah, you tried to. I have some life, maybe that's it, but it doesn't work.
Okay, he wasn't very helpful. This kit is designed to use whatever little energy a dead battery still has, to give it a boost and be able to start the car. Except that if your battery is completely dead, it can't give a boost from nothing. The salesman who's supposed to be specialized in the things he's selling could have told us that at least. Cognone, I can't believe you're selling us products you claim don't work but actually do. They're just not suitable. Now I'm out on the street stopping every car I see. Not to hitchhike, but with big gestures like this so they understand it's to help me after about 20 cars and knocking on neighbors' doors. I meet someone amazing who says, I don't have jumper cables, but it might work. Go ahead, I have some things that could help. I'm not too reassured from the moment I hear that. And he gets out of his van. An HDMI cable like this. Oh no, it's not an HDMI cable, it's just a piece of cable. He grabs a small knife, strips the cable, connects it to his battery, and gives it to me. We tried to connect them. The battery starts up. It's wild. I didn't think that would work, but it's not over yet. Our car had a small oil leak we had to clean up before leaving. The person I was with started the car, moved forward a little, and then turned off the car to go clean up the oil stain. We began with another guy who connected his battery so we couldn't restart it. I had to try hitchhiking again in front of many people to get jumper cables. Krokos, the second person to help us an hour later at 6 p.m., found me exhausted from my day. Anyway, we restart the car, everything goes well, everyone is happy, we're finally able to leave. It was a downhill like this, we go down, we follow Machina Nana, and we get to the end of the hill. The car stalls, I'll say it again, but we can't start the car, so if it stalls, well, it's always the same problem. That's a lot, isn't it? We were in the middle of the intersection with cars coming from both sides. Machine na we pulled over. Finally, the starter pack kit machine thingamajig works. While heading to Alsace near Strasbourg at 1 a.m., I end up in the emergency room. 4 stitches. Now it's time to hear your jokes about them. I posted a story on Instagram. They look like shooting stars. Spoiler alert for anyone who's afraid of the sight of blood. Here's what my little one looks like. It looks like a face, guys. You see faces everywhere. It's crazy and you're scaring me. Now it's a battlefield with barbed wire. Ouch, try putting your arm in rice. Not sure that'll work though. Guess this vacation cost you an arm. Including shipping for the missing keys and the Uber from the sorting center, costs are even higher. You practically need a right arm. I'm hiring. Check the email. I knew you were a pain in the ass, but I didn't think you'd actually get one. So after the vacation, did it help you get some perspective and make a video that really entertained you all? I hope this one honestly is a 10 out of 10. That's not a Brazilian bracelet, it's a surgical one. Did you fall while walking? If so, you're a Playmobil. Huge joke. Your vacation will make a lasting impression. It's important to connect with the places you visit. You're earning points. Bruno, each stitch is like a pin on the chair. Okay, I got 4 stitches, 1 pin, 2, 3, and 4 pins. What will you be, Stump? Your girl left you for being too picky, Bruno. As a graffiti artist, I have 4 points for Golden Graffiti Artist. No need to dot the I's. It's the best pun suggested on Instagram by a Modus et Bracuzes follower. Thank you all for your little contributions to these jokes. Feel free to tell me your worst vacation stories, whether from this year or previous years. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, like, share with a friend to show their life is cool, and subscribe. Have a great evening. Bye. Peace.